Interwebs hello, Devcon here with another RPG box unboxing. This one, to be quite honest, has been a long time waiting. This is the Kickstarter for this game was over a year ago if I recall, and I only now finally got the big ass box over there. This is not related to Torg, even though basically these are the kind of box openings that I've been doing lately. Although there is a bit of a link to Torg because one of the designers and collaborators of Torg Eternity is actually the lead designer and creator of this role-playing game, and has been since the very first edition up till the current edition right there. I'm talking about Savage Worlds. The Deluxe Explorers Edition was the de facto current edition until the Kickstarter happened last year. I already have the PDFs for the game, but I've been. I'm a dead tree guy. I like to have the physical books, the Canadian shipping has finally arrived. Some of my friends actually have gotten their stuff before me, but they only pitched for the book. Sucker that I am, I pulled in for the entire thing. That is to say, the deluxe box with all the accessories. The box came in. It was actually, they attempted delivery last Friday. I wasn't there. Blah blah blah. Anyways, long story short, I managed to get delivery to a FedEx facility nearby, and I was able to get it after work today. So let's get to it. The box that it ships in is basically similar to the boxes that Torg Eternity come in. So I'm gonna open up this thing. I am already dreading the onslaught of packing peanuts that's about to befell upon me. So let's see. I do like the Studio 2 branding on the box, but anyways, let's crack this thing, and yep, the dreaded packing peanuts strike again. So just gonna try and fish. Okay, apparently first thing that's inside is I know that it's supposed to come in a box, but it actually comes with another piece of I'm guessing that these are hardcover books instead, or at least an hardcover book. I'm gonna open it and hope that I don't damage anything inside. And yeah, that's definitely the from the looks of it. I don't know why they didn't put it inside the box. I guess I will when I get there. And this is taking a while. Riveting content. There we go. From Pinnacle Entertainment comes Savage Worlds Adventure Edition role-playing game. Savage Worlds, we haven't played much Savage Worlds recently, my gaming group and I, to be perfectly honest. Currently, I'm running my Torg game right now. And also we're playing some Earth Dawn and some World of Darkness. Earth Dawn has had a Savage Worlds conversion, and we've actually tried it, but to be perfectly honest, we didn't really exactly like it. That being said, Savage Worlds is still a game that we definitely enjoy, and the book is a bit smaller than your normal regular book, but it's not but it's also bigger than what we've come to know as Explorers editions, because just size comparison there, we can actually maybe just a bit further back. There we go. Yeah, you can see that it's a bit bigger, but it's not 8.5 by 11. But definitely this is basically the kind of quality that I've come to expect from Pinnacle, and this is going to be very good. They've streamlined the already streamlined game, it's more fast, furious, and fun than it's ever been before. So I actually believe them, since I have read the PDFs. But let's get back to the box. The box inside the box, and there we go. I suppose the rest of this box is just packing peanuts, but the actual box, there we go. This looks awesome. Of course, Savage Worlds being a generic role-playing system, we definitely have like, oh, blimps, ray guns, skulls, and stuff. You can basically run whatever you want with Savage Worlds. So we're getting an idea of what's going to be inside the box over there. Contents: 96-page Worlds Builder Guide, trifold landscape GM screen, 48-page mini settings book, oversized action deck. I'm gonna love this. Adventure deck. I'm also gonna love this as well. Power cards, status cards. I don't know if we're actually going to be using these, but anyways, dice set. I forgot about the dice. The custom bennies, which are tokens that you use to reroll rolls, soak wounds, and depending on settings, also trigger some abilities. Cone blast templates. This is something that I'm looking forward to see. Quick reference charts. Chase quick reference chart, which is good because chases tend to. This is one of the things that tend to change drastically every edition, and we're always my group is always dreading running chases because we never know how to run these. So having a reference chart is going to be good. Die cut status tokens. I already have a buttload of those, but those are going to be in addition to one I have. Power and ammo tracker dials. This is going to be good. Red in the Rain poster, which I believe is this, and bookmarks. And all right, Savage Worlds Essential box set. Okay, so the box basically only carries the accessories, so that's probably why the book did not come into it, because it probably will not fit. Shrink wrap. There we go. And let's open the box that was inside the box. Boxception. So, I'm getting a lot of RPG boxes lately. Okay, we got the poster up top. Kind of neat, but not really needed. The inside of the box is very well made. I mean, wow. I've got inserts for everything, so stuff doesn't shift around. Over there. Okay, let's first start with. I'm gonna start with the upper left. So we got the bennies, which are basically these are like poker chips basically, and they're quite heavy actually. If I just drop them on the ground real quick, that is a big thud. So just hope that I won't scratch anything. There we go. And it's still not enough. That should be. Yep, there we go. Only managed to pop one off. But there we go. You got Savage Worlds logo on one side. The other side is going to have... all of them are going to have like different symbols, which become ubiquitous with Savage Worlds. And okay, there we go. This is going to be... Oh, okay, there. I was actually hoping that every Benny would have different symbols, but from the looks of it, the symbols are going to be like the same symbols all over the place, but you know, in multiple instances. So it's not 20 different symbols, but it's going to be just a group of symbols on the back. But anyways, still good quality stuff. I love them. They are going to go right next to my other bennies that I have from other Savage Worlds games, because I have a lot of the custom bennies for different settings. Deadlands. All right. Up next, this is okay. This is just an insert. We have the dice over there. So you have one basic set of gaming dice. The dice that you come to expect: D4, D6, D8, D10, D12, and D20. You also have 4 additional D6s, which in Savage World is called the wild dice. The wild die is always a D6 that you roll in addition to your other die. So if you have a D8 in a stat or a skill, then you will roll a D8 and a D6. Make sure it's a different color. If you roll a max on either of the two die, you re-roll it and add it to your total, and you pick whichever one is highest. Player characters and special NPCs are called wildcards. They're allowed these die. The extras, i.e. your run-of-the-mill NPCs, will not have the wild die, so they only have one die, which gives them lower possibilities. They tend to roll lower than your wild card characters. That's good. Action deck. The action deck is plain playing cards, but these are going to be oversized, and these are huge. Comes in a special buck. Themed with incredible award by 3-time Hugo-winning artist Cheyenne Wright, colorist for GirlGenius.com. Used to determine initiative during desperate combats. Large size makes it easy for the game master to see who goes next, and even from across the table. And the card backs have a subtle reminder of suits order for ties. Really? Oh yeah, actually they do. They actually do. Spades, hearts, diamonds, and clubs, which is the order for Savage Worlds, and these are the I Club You Girl has been, I believe, in every edition of Savage Worlds. She's not the mascot, but she might as well be. The mascot is normally Smiling Jack. That's not really Smiling Jack now, is it? If it is, they sort of changed him. But these cards look awesome. Bit of a wild... Well, not wild. Oh, no. Sword and Sorcery for spades. Hearts are going to be Pulp Adventure. There we go, yeah. Diamonds are your Flash Gordon-esque settings, and clubs appear to be horror, although this priest is armed with a super soaker, probably filled with holy water. Yeah, these are good looking. A lot of the settings also come with their own custom action decks, but never oversized like this. If we play a game that is not using a custom deck, we're probably going to be using this. Over there, I believe these are the counters that you can use to track your ammo. Yeah, that's it. Like you have 12 shots, you shoot once, so you have 11. You shoot again, 10, and so on and so forth. So can make tracking ammo a bit easier, and also tracking spell points, which then won't require you to keep erasing and rewriting numbers on your sheet, and which will inevitably become completely damaged. And I should know, I've played my share of spellcasters in Savage Worlds. This becomes a hassle real quick. Over there we have the Adventure deck, which is another deck of cards, optional rule, but this is something that is only used by players. The GM does not have access to the Adventure deck, so this gives some narrative agency to the players, and this is something that I've often used in a lot of my games. I've used this in Necessary Evil. I've used this in Deadlands. I know that when we used to play Rippers, the GM also used this. I'll use these cards. Shuffle the adventure cards at the start of each session. Deal one card to each player for their character rank. Play only one card per session, but cards which grant an additional draw allows an additional play as well. They did not change that rule. Players may trade cards or play for others as they like, unless the card says otherwise. And the special background edge, Destiny's Child, is there again, which allows you to have to draw and play an additional adventure card each game session. And these are well, I see a lot of the cards have the exact same art as they did, although they have changed some. Enemy did not look like this, and but I'm gonna have to look to see if I really hate these guys. I'm gonna have to. This is a new card. I'm not familiar with that one. I'm gonna have to look to see if they changed some of the cards in there. But Yeah, good stuff there. Power cards and status cards. I believe these are just play aids. Oh yeah, these are basically cards for spells, psionic abilities, miracles that have the rules written on them. So you give them to a player who has it. So you have a player with the bolt ability. Then there you go. You don't have to have the book with you all the time. Status effects. Yeah, defend, shaken. So that you deal some damage to your character who does none quite enough to get wounded. Well, there you go. You're shaken. What happens now? You read the card and you know what you have. Of course, old veteran players will already know that what being distracted or fatigued entails, as well as I aim. Well, of course, I already know what this plays, but hey, you don't know. Give them the card, which can be good for demo games, I believe. On the box is definitely still heavy, so there has to be something beneath this insert. And lo and behold, there is. Well, we have cardboard. Yay! In there we have the templates. I was hoping that they would be colored and not transparent, to be honest, but they're definitely pretty good. That is. Well, they're the usual transparent acrylic. These things are. Yeah, camera does make them out. So you have to contemplate, have someone with a flamethrower or uses a fire breath weapon, and you put them on the map. There you go. Whatever's underneath them, the template gets hit. And I just noticed that the shadow from the light actually translates pretty well. That's actually pretty funny. And the same for the blast templates, which are basically embedded within each other. It's not three templates; it's three templates in one. Okay, I'm not going to remove the plastic because these are kind of tough to take away. But you have there. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna use the shadow there. So you have the small burst template, which is over there, medium, and the large burst template, or blast templates, I should be saying. But anyways, the terminology is rather similar, and it's very well. You can this one can actually be seen pretty well. You can see the perimeter of the radii. Anyways, it can be seen pretty well. So again, put them on the map. Whatever is under your template that you're using gets affected by the spell or ability or whatever you are using. Underneath, we have more stuff. These are basically, well, combat options, power modifiers, injury tables, rules, reference sheets, the chase and vehicle reference chart that I mentioned earlier. There it is. Have setup, damage, complications, maneuver, and stuff. Bookmarks with rules behind. Raise calculator. What? Well, raises aren't really that hard to calculate. Come on. Range attack modifier, deviation, common states, distracted fatigues and stuff, and of course the wound chart, which is always fun to roll on. I have fond memories of of causing a critical hit to an enemy's ovaries using the wound template. Anyways, the counters, aim, shaken, fatigue, vulnerable, and so on. They're not double-sided, single-sided apparently. They appear to be better construction than the counters that I already had. It's still cardstock, but they appear to be very well made. The World Builder and Game Master Guide, basically it tells you how to create your own setting. And hey, Shane, the creator of Savage Worlds, I would love to meet him. Yeah, you have basically your it's guidelines to, hey, you want to create your own setting. Well, there you go. And it's not really a game master guide in the sense of of like Dungeons and Dragons. But it's definitely a lot of good advice. And of course, I open the page randomly and I get to Kung Fury, Fury Harder, and Kung Fu Cthulhu. Savage Worlds, ladies and gentlemen. um, and yeah, that's a lot of good advice there. So anytime, any place. Want to create your own world? Looking for tips and advice from those who have been running Savage Worlds for over 15 years. World Builders and Game Master Guides does all that and more. And over there we have, I believe, what's going to be the final piece of the puzzle. Oh, it's not really a puzzle, but anyways, the GM screen. GM screens in Savage Worlds used to be like customizable GM screens. It's like a trifold big screen, but with no text, no pictures, but with like clear inserts, as you can print whatever you want and put them inside. This time they did not go that route. They basically pre-printed everything. So on the player's side, we have some pictures over there, which with stuff that you can do in Savage Worlds. You want to do drive-by shootings, wearing a three-piece suit or evening gowns, go ahead. You want to play a rock band, probably in a post-apocalyptic setting, go ahead. You want to explore dinosaur infested lands, sure. Fight demons, shoot miniguns at spider monsters, and so on and so forth. Savage Worlds, you can do basically, if you can think it, you can do it. And on this side, of course, we have your expected tables for the GM to use, like combat options, damage, reaction table, vehicle critical hits, and so on. That being said, I'm still a fan of the classic nothing screen, which you could actually put whatever you want to. I would put the tables that I really need often in my games, depending on which setting I'm using. And aside of players, I would typically put a picture in the middle, and the two sides would have rules references, like these ones. But they decided to use this instead this time. And we have the mini settings, which is a bunch of settings that, by the way, here are some ideas you can play, like Spirits of F-1786, which, is about, of course, the American Revolution. So with some NPCs that you can use in this. Illuminati Agent. Interesting. Abyssal. In 2061, a massive event occurred somewhere deep in Marianas Trench. So it's going to be like some submarine adventures. The Darwin. Tesla Rangers, which is a creation of Cheyenne Wright. Basically, steampunk sheriffs. The Know Your Enemies gun barrel. Oh my god, this is amazing. Know Your Killer Robots, El Diablo, Mongo, gun barrel. This is great. I've seen such a dapper gentleman. I've seen the PDFs again of this, and it was just fun. And Lost City of Asla. Fantasy setting with science fiction themes powered by magical forces. Imagine all the tech you wish. Now imagine it's powered by arcane arts. It's also a troubled world, two warring factions, yada yada yada. So Magitech. It's fun. It's fun stuff. We appear to have gotten to the end of the Savage Worlds core rules and adventure, the accessories, Savage Worlds Essential Box Set. That's gonna be it, and pretty good stuff. Again, I know that we are going to be playing some more Savage Worlds in the future when we decide, probably when I'm going to put my Torg game on hold. We're very likely to come back to this because I know that one of my players is running he put his game on hold, but he's running Savage Rifts, which was the only way for me to play Rifts because I wasn't the Palladium rule system sort of I'm iffy on it personally, but I have tried the Savage Rifts and it was pretty good. And if I ever decide to resurrect my Necessary Evil game, or eventually take my Deadlands games off its hiatus that it's been for a couple of years, then this is what I'm going to be using. So yeah, that's going to be it for me for this unboxing. Next time, well, it will probably whenever the Torg Eternity Isle Kickstarter gets shipped. And I cannot wait, especially since next game I'm sending my players to Isle. So good thing I already have the PDFs. But yeah, that's going to be it. This is going to be Devcon, signing out.